I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body.
Hey guys, today is the day. Today we are getting a Royal Enfield Himalayan pack. If you have already watched my story, you know what I'm talking about. I already owned 2 Royal Enfield and this is third Royal Enfield in my family. Here's a small story. I already owned an Interceptor 650. It was definitely a faster bike than Himalayan 411 at that time, but the truth is it was too heavy and Interceptor 650 is not a comfortable bike for a long ride. You cannot even install proper luggage options like panniers, top box or something like that. Nothing to blame. It was just my misunderstanding and I took the bike. That's when I realized what I actually needed was a touring bike, not a cafe ride bike. So I sold the Interceptor 650 and picked up a Himalayan 411. But then I made another mistake. I sold Himalayan 411 as well because I thought actually I wanted a faster sports bike, not an adventure bike. I didn't know that actually. It was blindly my mistake. So because of that, I have paid a lot of money. I want to make myself clear. I have wasted all my money just to know which bike I actually needed. At first I felt really exciting, but very soon I realized the reality of owning a super bike or sports bike like Z900 or Triumph Street Triple or something like that. Sports bike aren't just expensive to buy, but they are even tougher to maintain. Every 6,000 kilometers new tires. They are difficult to use on Indian roads. You have to be very calculative. You have to measure the usage of the bike, and the depreciation won't happen in thousands or 20,000 or 30,000. It will happen in lakhs. Oh my god. You cannot even enjoy or use your bike freely without worrying about the charges or cost involved. So that's when it struck me. Yes, I love speed, but what I need is comfort and touring capability. So I test rode this Himalayan 450 and then immediately I got on it. I knew this is the bike. This was the one, the true value for money machine. Fun to ride both on-road and off-road and long tours. No, it does not have any fancy features like cruise control or Google Map integration. Then the charges would go high. Based on my old Himalayan 411 ownership and this test ride, it's best in class. Right now, this is the best affordable super bike. This is the best affordable bike in the market. Yes, basically the value for money machine. This time I'm trying to be smart. With my old 411, I overloaded it with lots of accessories, with aluminum panels and heavy crash guard from Bandito's pit stop and a very big top box, and it made the bike unnecessarily heavy, and I don't even ride the bike because it became so heavy that I was not able to manage the weight. I got tired even after a small ride, so I don't want to repeat that same mistake again. So with this 450, I have decided to keep it stock with just minimal accessories. Now here's what it is getting very interesting. For a moment, I was actually confused. Should I wait for CF Moto 450 or just pick up Himalayan 450? On paper, CF Moto 450 looks very tempting, but the twist is actually it is not yet in the Indian market. Even if it launches later this year, no one knows the parts availability, servicing or resale value. As of today, Himalayan 450 is most reliable and promising choice. Maybe it's very heavy compared with the other costly bikes, but you have to spend in lakhs. But then came another challenge. Getting the bike faster from Royal Enfield is really not possible. Riding my Honda Activa was giving me tailbone problem. Even after 30 to 35 kilometers ride, I was getting that pain. I also own an Ertiga car, but then taking the car wasn't another option because that meant inconveniencing my whole family. Because if they wanted to go out for something, they'll have to wait for me because they don't have any other mode of transport. They actually have a problem using Honda Activa or Scooty. So I have asked them not to use Honda Activa or Scooty. What I actually needed was a bike that was practical, comfortable, and could even replace a car in Chennai's traffic. And after all the research, for me, it is Himalayan 450 with the tubeless wheels. Why tubeless wheels? Because without them, it will be like I'm going back to my old Himalayan 411, and I know the struggle. If something happens to the tire, like if a tire punctures, pushing a two-wheeler like Honda Activa or a Scooty, it's a nightmare. Imagine how it will be for a Himalayan 450. Mechanics will charge you extra for every visit, and in remote areas, punctures or repairs, it's a huge hassle. Tubeless wheels were the only options for me, or Himalayan 750. I'll just wait for CF Moto 450 and let them do all the servicing and let them show their parts availability, and after all that, maybe after 1 year or something, maybe in 2006 or mid of 2007, I can take CF Moto 450. Otherwise, I will wait for Himalayan 750. That's what I was waiting for. So tubeless wheels were the only option for me. But the showroom told me it would take 50 to 60 days. Since they are considering even a tubeless wheel as a customization, I felt stuck, and by God's grace, something really happened. I casually called Rudra Motors in Amajikarai. But I could not actually get through the call. Because of the long wait, I just disconnected the call. I actually lost hope, but then Murugan from showroom actually called me back after seeing his missed call. During the chat, I casually asked if they had a Himalayan 450 with a tubeless wheel ready, which they could deliver in 10 to 15 days. Like, just casually asked him, that too at the end of the conversation. So about to disconnect the call. He asked me like, finance or ready cash? I told him finance because like I don't want to withdraw my stock. To my surprise, he said like, sir, we don't have bike ready, but we can deliver in 10 to 15 days. That gave me a hope. I asked him like, with the registration done? He promised me again and again. That's when I decided to trust him. On August 28, 2025, I booked the bike with 20,000 advance using GPay. I specifically asked him for Kaza Brown with tubeless wheel and nothing else. But the showroom guy actually added a large crash guard and 7 years of roadside assistance, which I don't need because I'm not sure how long I'm going to hold this bike. Because earlier 2 times I have purchased 7 years of RSA and I was not able to enjoy because I sold it off immediately after 2 to 3 months. And the second owner, whoever purchased it from me, he is the one who is enjoying it. Unfortunately, I never happened to use that. And this time I don't want to do the same mistake again. And the large crash guard, the name says it all. But their torque settings is the best. But the warranty will get void if you install other crash guard. But actually I don't want to buy that. Better to buy any normal crash guard. There are a lot of guys who are selling at lesser price. So I'll just go with that. Maybe less weight and durable crash guard. And then 7 years of RSA, I really don't want that. I don't want to do the mistake again. He said like he will add that for now because only then the bike will get delivered fast. Or only then the booking will go through or something like that. I don't really understand what he means. So I agreed to that. I told him very clearly I don't need any accessories. I even sent him a WhatsApp message so that I could document it. So they assured me that I could always remove the extras later, but tubeless wheels are non-negotiable. So I agreed, and today is the day. Just 14 days later, September 12, 2025, I got a call. Bike was ready and you can come and pick it up. And the registration is complete. Actually, I got it after so many calls, follow-ups and all these things. They actually said like because of the GST issue, I may have to pay extra or something like that. I don't really understand what is that because like I am going to get the bike before 22nd. He said 18,000, 20,000, 40,000 or something like that. He was actually giving some reasons to hold the delivery, to deliver it after 22nd of this month. But I told him, sir, I trusted you. Only because of the trust I booked the bike. If you want to give the bike, give it to me now in this week. I'm having a lot of work to do. I cannot wait any longer than this. I told him like this. He said like, okay sir, I will look into it and I will deliver it maybe this Friday. So today is Friday and we are gonna get the bike delivered. Here it is, our new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 just for us. Hereafter we can go anywhere we want. We can go to Madurai, we can go to Hyderabad, we can do whatever we want. No one will bother us. So this is my story. Okay, hope you find this video helpful. Hope you like this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Hyderabad biryani. Full gana? Huh?
They're all stay. Parcel.